I grew up in an Asian American family where you had to be that girl. You didn't cross those lines. And in fact, my husband's an engineer too, so we're both engineers. And at one point early in our career, I started making more money. And my mother had me on the phone saying, "Now you realize you shouldn't talk about that now with him." I'm like, how can I not tell him what he has the same bank account? Like, what are you talking about? I mean, it was the strangest thing. And so, even as I was a professional, I was dealing with things like that. And my husband actually never cared that I started making more than him. So that's a good thing. Yeah, he was happy for it. But in the early days as an engineer in Motorola, I mean, I had so much trouble with that because I had such a big chip on my shoulder. I struggled, and it took me till I had my first baby that I finally realized. I said, all that anger, because I felt like I was not being treated fairly, I finally realized I was killing all the energy myself. I mean, I was killing myself by letting it bother me. So you had to build up a thicker and thicker skin and realize not everyone's gonna like you, and it's hard. It took years. It still hurts. I mean, you want to be accepted, but I had to just let that chip fall off my shoulder and realize they're jealous. They're gonna do things, and you just have to put yourself above that, and it takes a lot of time. And I finally when I had the baby, I was finally able to do that, because you really can't do it all. That's when you realize, you gotta make your choices.
And if you are a person who can be trusted, over time, everyone will come to quote unquote like you. If you can be trusted, it's because people want to be around people who can be trusted. And when you're driving change and you communicate to people actively and engage them in that change and build on the positive, people will thrive on change. They will not dislike change. It's when they don't understand what it's leading to, when they're not engaged in it, and they don't see a future that's positive for customers and suppliers and partners and employees and for their families and other stakeholders. But that all sounds good. I know it's really tough because we tend to want to be liked.
Did you have a follow-up question?